Hello, Guardians. It is Ebontis. Blah, that was a little loud. Hello, Guardians. It is Ebontis here, and it is September 7th. We are in week 3 of Season of the Lost, and we are into the Shattered Realms third piece now, and we're going to the Ruins of Wrath. So this is going to be your guide, again, for all of your chests, and also the anchors that we can find this week. There's some stuff I still can't get to, and I'll explain and point out the couple pieces that I can't, and I still haven't figured it out. So there's going to be some more things that unlock later on, but this is going to be the vast majority, and I think just about everything we can get this week. Just to make note, you do have barrier champions this week instead of a lot of overload that we have been having, so bring some barrier weapon with you and a mod. Unstoppable will, of course, be, though. One thing to make note of as well is your Wayfinder's Compass. Make sure you come in and unlock everything that you need to. You're going to need to go into here, Shattered Realm, Ruins of Wrath, and probably beat it once. And then when you come back out and finish the quest, then that's the time to go in after all the anchors and everything, and I'll show you guys everything in order. But the one that you're going to unlock is Safe Passage. You will need this for a couple of the ones that I'm going to show you. It's basically just required. It allows you to basically take away the Field of Strife where you get slowed. It removes those. One other thing I did unlock, actually. Gotta find it. So, this is unlocked at rank, basically I think it's rank 6. Additional Ascendant anchors appear in the Shattered Realm. So if you don't have this, you may not see everything that I have. Remember, if you're trying to unlock, more of these levels in the Wayfinder's Compass, you need to do the seasonal challenges that give you the Wayfinder's Compass progress. There's one that I literally could finish, but I didn't pick them up yet. Like, see how it says Wayfinder's Compass calibration level? Usually it's going to be your first 3 each week, like this one, and this one. And then this week, so I've got the Initiate Ley Liner, so if I go run Astral Alignment probably 4 more times, that'll level this one up. If I open Wayfinder's Troves in Astral Alignment, and then also Focus 3 Umbral Engrams, they do have to be Tier 2, so make note of that before you spend all your currency. That'd be another way to level up, and then when you finish the Compass. So getting to level 7, definitely doable this week. Getting to level 8 is actually doable as well. I'll probably get there a little bit later. This one will actually allow Truesight to highlight nearby Ascendant anchors. Nothing else is really going to change, but seeing extra additional anchors is a crucial one because I'm seeing stuff that you may not. So make sure you pick this one up. This one I didn't do. Champions from Heavy Ammo, or Champions from the Shattered Realm giving Heavy Ammo. Not too worried about that one. Everything else I've done before, but this is how mine looks right now as I go in. So if you're missing any of these unlocks, specifically this one, then you may not see all the anchors that I show. But we've got Barrier, we've got Unstoppable, and I've got weapons to account for those. So let's jump in, and I'm going to show you guys pretty much everything I can find this week. And if I missed anything, again, remember, check the comments. I will pin a comment if I forgot anything for at least this week. Later on, I'll probably do a separate video for other stuff that unlocked. But if I missed anything this week, I will pin a comment. And basically what I'm going to do is put images on Twitter showing the best way I can as to where it's located. So let's jump in, and let's do this. Alright, so when you jump in, the first thing you're going to do is basically just clear out the first beacon. There's a lot of stuff we'll do from there, but I'm just going to use the beacon as a good reference point. And you're going to unlock, the Truesights and the barrier breaches and everything once you do the first beacon. So we're just going to run straight to that first beacon and clear that thing out. So once I get down there, basically I'll cut ahead once the clearing out is done. Then we'll start searching. Then I'll take you to Beacon 2, got quite a bit more after that, and then as we head to the finish line, I don't need to show you guys those. So you can come down here, however you choose to fall down. You guys can see that one floating next to me.
I'm noticing dimensional distortions in your ghost's readings. A beacon should be nearby.
Now again, I will tell you, as I was running in here before with a bow, I have a decent bow that I've been using, so whatever you want to use, you won't need the barrier weapon here. You'll only need the unstoppable weapon here, so I'm going to switch over to my bow. I'm going to clear this thing out, and I'll be right back. This is one thing I do want to show you guys. The particle deconstructor, the new seasonal mod. In case you're wondering how powerful this is just a basic fusion rifle. This is no composure. Stun, hit, and dead. Just wanted to throw that out there for you guys in case you're wondering if fusion rifles are any good this season. Yeah, a little bit. Alright, so we have cleared Beacon 1. I'm going to use this as a point of reference. So if I'm facing right here, into Beacon 1. You guys can see I'm looking that direction. This is going to be my point of reference for everything. First one, do a 180. Turn around. And here we go. So, invoke Truesight. Watch the flying rocks. Sometimes they will definitely take you out. So you're going to have for your first anchor right here. You're also going to have your first chest up here. Grab that guy. And then we can keep heading back this direction. And if you head to the left, you've got these two strong, like, tall pillars here. What you're going to do is find kind of a crack in the ground. Go ahead and fall down. Clear out any of the enemies over here. Lead them with a fusion rifle if you feel like it. And you'll notice we've got barrier breach. So we need to find our barrier breach little node, which should be right up here. Grab your barrier breach. Head back around to the backside. Find your wall. And most of these barrier breaches are pretty simple. Basically just a chest. This one actually is one of the few that has ads in it. If you notice that little area of slowness, there's just a wizard somewhere casting that from invisible places. Grab the chest in here, another trivial mystery. Grab your barrier breach to head on out. Well, that is your first trio. We're going to head back to the beacon and go another direction. Watch the flying rocks. If you played the Corrupted Strike, you know those are a thing. Alright, so we're back to the beacon. Same thing here. This time, turn left, just right over here on this little platform. And we are going to activate Truesight going this way. Find a couple platforms. You're going to find an anchor here. Grab that as you come across. Finally finished my Ascendant ballast because it's been bugged for, oh, I don't know, a little while. You'll notice this is Truesight again. And what you're going to do, before you head up there, I just grab Truesight every time I'm near one since it lasts a while. Head around this corner. We've got a barrier breach. Delete any enemies that are in your way. Grab barrier breach. Head over here to the left. Probably may not last long enough for you to grab the thing and run back outside, but once you open it, make sure you got the pickup and come back outside the barrier breach wall. And then we got to go grab Truesight again. It is out, but it won't last long enough for us to get across. So, grab it again, and we're going to head across. Now, you only have to go part way. Later on, when we get to the exotic quest, and I'll show you what I'm talking about, there's more stuff that we'll have to do in here, but for now, select your Ascendant anchor, and this part is optional, so if you're watching this video and following along, you can turn around. Basically, what I want to show you guys is this. You shoot a normal wall, nothing happens. You shoot these little glowy, flashy walls, they are immune. Later on, we're going to have an exotic quest, which I'm sure brings us back in here, and that's what we're going to shoot those with to unlock other things. So there's going to be even more in the Shattered Realm than we already have with, like, Safe Passage, Truesight, and Barrier Breach. So they're using these spaces extremely well. We talked about it on the podcast. They have been actually quite a bit of fun. So that is the three over here. I'm going to go ahead and grab Truesight just to make sure I get back nice and clean. And we'll be back to Beacon 1 just a little bit more before we head to Beacon 2. I always pick it up. It's not required on this one, but I just have fun picking it up. Always nice to have it. And basically, if we come back to Beacon 1, want to use this as a point of reference, again, facing that same direction. Now we're going to go to the right. And you'll notice we've got this big tower structure. That's where you're heading to. Going to have some enemies to fight, and you're also likely going to have a ship that spawns. There it is, pretty much right on cue. As that thing will spawn and kind of shoot these things at you, your best piece of cover is actually going to be right down here. So just hang down here, take out some of these enemies. The Hive ship just, like, really wants to destroy me right now, so I'm just going to kind of deal with them over here to the side. Got a glitchy acolyte. Alright, probably have, what, one straggler enemy somewhere left? I got these two guys. Oh, and apparently a wizard. Okay. So again, beacon 1 sitting way over the, like literally over there. So we came over here, looking at the big tower. Got a couple pieces to do here. Grab any ammo that drops. There's also one thing I want to point out. If you're looking at the tower, kind of this front door, look way up and to the right. I have no idea how to get that one right now, and I'm guessing we're going to have some way to get up that high, but for now, I don't have a clue how to get it. We'll get to that later. But for the moment, we're going to grab Truesight right here. Now, I do have the extended Truesight in case you're wondering why mine lasts like 34 seconds instead of 20. As you come up, you're going to grab an anchor along the way. Head on around to the top side. And we've got a chest on the top. Another trivial mystery, turret treasure. And from here, we can actually head back down to the beacon. Just literally fall right off this edge. And we're going to go back to the beacon. Just again as a point of reference, if you need it. Not really required to go back this far at this point. We are kind of good to go. So from the beacon again, now we're finally going to head straight forward for like the first time ever. And you'll notice we've got one anchor staring us straight in the face. So this one, don't miss it. If you do miss it, I don't know how you do. Now, coming up, we're going to have some slow zone areas. We're going to come back to some of this stuff, so I wouldn't worry too much about it now, but there's one that we will basically smash our face into, so it's pretty easy to hit that one. We'll come back for the others, so I wouldn't worry too much. But from here, as soon as you get in that slow zone, remember your jumps are basically useless, so get as close as you can. Get a little running start as you come through here. There is going to be a Hive ship that starts to fire at you, but if you follow this path, you should be able to get through here. As I said, there's an anchor around here. We've got these things. We're going to come back through here, so don't worry too much about them. Follow the path I'm on, and then from here, you can get your double jump back and moving. And here is the next anchor. This is the last anchor we're going to get before we go to Beacon 2. You can hop on up. If you want a little vertical, you can see the beacon is up there. It's nice to get a little vertical to clear out the ads that are around it. This is the one you are going to need a barrier weapon, by the way, for. So I'm going to clear these guys with my bow and then get down there, switch over to my barrier weapon. It will be a barrier knight. See if you got everything. Check all your ammo. Check your refills. I'm going to switch over to my basic auto rifle. We're going to clear out this first beacon, and then I'm going to show you pretty much where everything else is at. So let's clear it out, and we'll move on. All right, so once you've cleared the anchor, if you want a point of reference, it's probably easier to face this way. See the big ship? Line yourself up with the anchor and the ship, and that'll kind of give you a point of reference where I'm going. First thing we're going to do is head left. Up on the top of this ridge, use Truesight, and we are going to this little floating island out here. Gonna have one barrier breach chest and an anchor. Watch for the floating rocks. They will definitely sideswipe and clothesline you as you come across. If you hear like this little noise, see if I can actually catch it. That noise usually means the rocks are coming, and just be aware that you will definitely see them soon. So the first one, you can see the Truesight platform. Kind of do a 180 and just walk straight over the back. There's your barrier. Actually, let's do that now. So, if you come down here, that's Truesight. If you come up one level and go over here to the right, you'll find this. And again, I probably went the long way, but there's your Truesight. Just mosey over here to the right and get your barrier breach. What you get for a live made video. Jump up to the left once you have barrier breach, and we're going to grab this chest first. So pop right in here. Grab your chest. If you run out of barrier breach, there's another refill right there. Well, I've actually got to get it, so that's fine. And then we will pop back out. Now I got to go grab the anchor in the back. So from the barrier breach, just run along this back edge, and you'll spot another anchor floating back here. And you literally just do a quick U-turn, come back the way you came, past the barrier wall, and that's all that's out here. Now, these little urns, I don't know if they're going to do anything. I'll explain something a little later, but remember those. Now, you should be able to find like one lower level. That's your barrier. Here's our Truesight to return. And we're just going to head back to the beacon. Again, watch and listen for the flying rocks. If they take you out, it's not a big deal. It's not like you're going to get kicked out for dying. But if they do fly by, you will get taken out pretty hard. All right. So we are back to the beacon again. Same principle. Line yourself up with the big Hive ship and the beacon, and we're going to head to the right. Now, do you remember these slow platforms I was talking about? This is what we're going down to. So the easiest way to get there from the beacon, you could jump down from where I was, but I'm trying to show you a little safer method. So facing to the beacon, just head straight up this way. You can jump across this little platform, and we're going to go back down into the middle of all this chaos. But this time, we can use safe passage, we can use Truesight, and we're going to get everything that we can see. We're going to get this anchor, this chest, that anchor, and another chest. There's 4 from this platform alone. Prime example right there. Don't forget, Truesight kicks on pretty fast, and if you're not going in the right direction for your jump, you will fall to your doom. All right, so try and line things up. Land on each platform. So literally, that's where it is. I didn't actually see the section, so be careful. I'm surprised I didn't just get a haircut, but that's fine. All right, so first one is Truesight this direction. Now, you got some ships above you. That's okay. Grab the anchor here. You can also move a little faster this way. And grab this chest. But without going forward, my advice, turn around. We're not done with this little section yet. Now, you don't technically need Truesight for this one, so if it runs out, not a big deal. This will suppress the field of strife. If a ship shoots at you, it's fine. Go ahead and suppress that. You can run and jump full speed. Find your way to jump over here. And grab your chest. Now, the safe passage only lasts for about 10 seconds. So, what you're going to want to do is try and jump back to this platform over here, and as soon as you get to, like, kind of hovering over it, it's going to slam you to the ground above it. So get a little height. Brings you down. Grab this anchor. And now we're going to leave this area. You can follow my path again. Remember, that is the slow jump. Now you can invoke Truesight. And back now, we're actually going to exit this direction. Watch the floating rocks that want to give me haircuts. It's fun, but, you know, it's not going to feel good. Up here, you might have a couple enemies. Yeah, there's like 1 or 2 stragglers always around here. Now, you'll notice we have this section. So you're going to find the big rib cage. You also find this little platform with this little slow area around it. Well, right on the other side, you've got a suppress field of strife. Go ahead and get your normal double jump. Get up to the top, and we've got a chest. And that's that one. Doesn't last long, so then you'll have to get off the roof. Clear a couple ads. And then again, this little doorway. So you got this rib cage to your right. That's the way to the final zone, which you've probably been to since you've done this once already. So if you look at the rib cage and you see this opening, we got a couple to find in here. So as we head down the hill, you're going to find 2 anchors. And then we're going to get a couple more things on the way back up. So you've got 1 anchor as we come down. Another one tucked over here on the left. We're going to have a barrier breach chest here. And then you're going to have a bit of a run. So I'm going to show this to you one time so you see what I'm talking about. Now, I've had to do this multiple times just because the timing is very tight. What you're going to do is invoke barrier breach. I'm not going to do the perfect run right now. You're going to come up here. You're going to grab the chest. You're going to take this barrier breach. And you're going to need to move quickly. Like, just running into that wall right there would probably have stopped me. You're going to bring your the second barrier breach from the chest up here. As you come up here, you're going to need to grab Truesight, make it through this wall, and then you're going to be able to hop on some platforms to get to the top of this building. So, shout out to Red. Thank you. Appreciate that as we're live recording. That's the run. I may even miss it on the first try because the timing is very, very tight. Now, mobility theoretically doesn't really help you, but if there are exotics that run, like my mobility is 82, if you have an exotic or any way to run faster, do it. It's going to help. Titans really don't seem to have that one per se. But we'll see if we can get this run. So the first one I'm going to do is just grab the chest. Barrier breach. And I'm just going to grab the chest because I'm not going to want to stop next time. So I do have 6 seconds. So what you want to do is basically face the right direction, get as far away as you can, invoke barrier breach and run. Come up here, round the pillar. And again, I'm doing like my strafe glide at this point. If you've got any jumps that is going to move you across the ground, you're going to want to grab it right here. Keep running and try and get outside of the wall. See, and I didn't make it. So this is one of those points where it's like, that's how tight the timing is. I literally seem to get it about every other time. It's just really, really snug. Now there's something that lets like barrier, I think it's barrier breach that lasts longer, but it's on like week 27 or something, or quest step 27, so we're not going to have it for a little while. So again, barrier breach. Now you could maybe get Truesight and bring it back, and that might work a little better. But again, try and bring it with you. Try and literally be sprinting. Come up around this corner. That's going to be terrible. So again, if you have a bad run, same thing here. Just back it up to where you're as close as you can to bring it with you. Come up around the corner and just start running. Try and fly as much as you can with whatever your class jump is. This is a little better, literally that half a second. Get through the wall, and now you're through. Now, that's probably going to be easier after, like, week 6 when we have longer barrier breach, but for now, there we go. You also have longer Truesight, so you can grab this up here. And then we're up on the top. Make sure you grab the chest. This is a Truesight chest. If you just lollygag, it will disappear, and you're going to have to get up here again. That is an enigmatic mystery, so remember that. And then from up here, I want to point something out to you guys. So that's the chest. There's this big rock. There's the ship. What you're going to notice is over there you see this little archway. And it's something that we know from Destiny 1 very well, but you may have not been playing since then. And then if you do a 180 to this little island, you'll see there's another little archway. I've also seen a couple structures in the other areas that look like there's going to be some type of teleporting, basically. It seems like we're going to do something to activate that portal and then go over there. Last week, I was able to fly there by Thunder Crash. I'm pretty sure that one is too far. Someone with a Warlock may fly over there. But I think at some point, we're going to be able to teleport over there. And then remember, there's also the one way up on that tower. So that is basically everything, actually, that I can think of. So if we come down now, we're going to head to the boss room. And that's it. So there are a lot of chests. There's still a few, obviously you can tell, anchors and probably chests that I have not been able to get to because I don't think we can yet. And from here, all right, that should be just about everything. So we've got quite a bit in this one. Hopefully this guide was beneficial to you. I have honestly lost count. The timestamps will definitely be down below, so you can go through and select pretty much anything that you need to at this point. I usually don't do them by name specifically because they're all secret triumphs anyway, so it's not like you know what you're looking for. But that's quite a few anchors and chests. There's still a few more things that we're going to have to find at some point. When we do find, you know, what we're going for, we'll probably be able to traverse the final areas that we're missing. But if you guys did enjoy this video, please drop a like below. These are, you know, always take a little bit to put together. If I missed anything that you can get to now, like realistically, comment below, try and describe it. I'll see if I can get to it. If there's anything majorly easy that I missed, like we're supposed to be able to get to it right now, I will again pin a comment down below, and I'll put a couple pictures on Twitter and just link to that tweet, so you guys hopefully can kind of understand. I did that on one of our previous ones. But again, if you guys did like this video, drop a like, always appreciated. If you are new to the channel and you're enjoying these guides, please hit that subscribe button, hit the alert bell, and if you do want to support me directly, you can hit that join button. Those are always appreciated, but never required. If you guys want to find me on Twitter, it is @Ebontis, and for streaming, sometimes it's on twitch.tv/Ebontis, sometimes it is right here on YouTube. If you guys do want to support me directly, you can also check out my Patreon. Thank you guys very much. Have an awesome one, and good luck.